Have you ever woken up to find your cat curled up right next to you? Maybe on your chest, pressed against your legs, or even on your pillow? You're not alone. Studies show that 62% of cat owners share their bed with their feline friend. But here's what most people don't know. Your cat isn't just being cute. They're trying to tell you something deeply important, something that will completely change how you see your relationship. Stay until the end of this video, because the fifth reason will absolutely melt your heart. Welcome to Pettender, where we decode the secret language of your pets. Today, we're revealing why your cat chooses to sleep with you. And trust me, it's way more meaningful than you think. We're going to cover 5 reasons, backed by scientific research, that explain this adorable behavior. From ancient survival instincts to modern-day bonding, you'll discover what your cat is really trying to say when they curl up beside you. Let's dive in. Reason number 1 might surprise you. Your cat isn't just seeking protection. They're actually trying to protect you. Now, I know what you're thinking. My tiny 10-pound cat? Protecting me? But hear me out. Despite thousands of years of domestication, cats still carry the instincts of their wild ancestors. In the wild, cats are both predators and prey. This means they've evolved to be hyper-aware of danger, especially during sleep, which is their most vulnerable time. Here's where it gets interesting. A 2019 study published in Animal Cognition Journal found that cats form what researchers call secure attachment bonds with their owners, just like human babies with their parents. Kristyn Vitale, from Oregon State University, discovered that cats seek their owner's presence, specifically during times of potential danger. When your cat sleeps with you, they're positioning themselves as your guardian. They can sense movement, hear sounds you can't, and they're literally watching over you while you sleep. Their acute senses can detect frequencies up to 64 kHz, compared to our measly 20 kHz. That means your cat can hear a mouse moving in the walls, footsteps approaching the door, or any unusual sound that might signal danger. And here's the beautiful part. They choose to stay with you, protecting both of you, rather than hide alone in a safer spot. This is a profound act of trust and partnership. So the next time your cat wakes you up at 3 a.m. for no apparent reason, they might actually be alerting you to something you can't perceive. What can you do with this knowledge? First, never punish your cat for being vigilant at night. They're doing their job. Second, create a sleeping arrangement where your cat can easily see the bedroom door. This satisfies their protective instinct and helps them feel secure. Third, acknowledge their role with gentle praise when they're being watchful. A simple "good job, buddy," reinforces that you appreciate their guardianship. The result? A cat who feels valued, a deeper bond between you two, and honestly, a pretty amazing security system. Reason number 2 is all about physics, specifically thermodynamics. Your cat is cold. Well, not exactly cold, but seeking warmth. Here's the science. A cat's normal body temperature ranges from 100.5 to 102.5 F, about 2 to 3 degrees higher than ours. To maintain this temperature, especially during sleep, when their metabolism slows down, cats seek external heat sources. And you, my friend, are a perfect portable heater. A study from the University of Lincoln, in the UK, tracked cats' sleeping positions throughout the year. The findings were fascinating. During colder months, cats were 3.7 times more likely to sleep in direct contact with their owners. But it's not just about temperature. John Bradshaw, a feline behavior expert, explains that cats are heat seekers by nature. In the wild, cats conserve energy by sleeping 12 to 16 hours a day. They instinctively seek warm spots to minimize energy loss. Your body produces about 100 watts of heat, roughly the same as a small space heater. From your cat's perspective, you're a cozy, warm, breathing electric blanket. But here's where it gets even better. Your cat isn't just using you for warmth. The act of curling up against you creates a feedback loop of comfort and security. Research from Japan's Azabu University found that physical contact between cats and their owners triggers the release of oxytocin. In both species, oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone, creates feelings of trust, affection, and contentment. So while your cat starts off seeking your body heat, the warmth they find goes far beyond physical temperature. It's emotional warmth too. What does this mean for you? First, don't be offended if your cat prefers to sleep with you in winter and somewhere cooler in summer. It's not personal, it's biological. Second, provide alternative, warm sleeping spots. A heated cat bed or a sunny window perch gives your cat options while still respecting their instincts. Third, if your cat always chooses to sleep with you, despite having other warm options, that's a powerful sign. They value your presence beyond just physical comfort. The reward? Warmer nights for both of you, increased oxytocin levels, and the undeniable joy of being someone's favorite heating pad. Reason number 3 is perhaps the most profound. When your cat sleeps with you, they're showing you the highest form of trust a cat can offer. Let me explain why sleep is such a vulnerable state for cats. In the wild, sleep makes animals easy targets for predators. This is why most wild cats are incredibly cautious about where and when they sleep. They choose hidden, elevated spots, and they sleep in short bursts, always semi-alert. But your domestic cat? They're sleeping deeply, right next to you, completely defenseless. A 2020 study published in the journal Current Biology used EEG technology to monitor cats' brain activity during sleep. The researchers discovered something remarkable. Cats sleeping near their owners entered REM sleep, the deepest and most restorative phase, 30% more frequently, and for longer durations, than cats sleeping alone. REM sleep is when the brain is most vulnerable, when dreams occur, and when the body is essentially paralyzed. For a cat to enter this state, in your presence, means they trust you with their life. Literally. Drive. Michael Delgado, a cat behavior expert at UC Davis, explains it this way. When a cat chooses to sleep in physical contact with a human, they're making a statement. I trust you won't harm me when I'm at my most vulnerable. This level of trust doesn't come automatically. It's earned through consistent, gentle interactions, meeting your cat's needs, and respecting their boundaries. Think about what this means. Your cat has evaluated you, observed your behavior, tested your reactions, and concluded that you are safe. You are trustworthy. You are their person. In cat language, there's no higher compliment, but here's an important caveat. This trust is fragile. A single frightening experience, like being accidentally stepped on in the dark, or sudden loud noises during sleep, can break this trust and make your cat reluctant to sleep with you again. So how do you honor and maintain this trust? First, move carefully. When your cat is sleeping near you, avoid sudden movements or loud noises. Second, never wake your cat abruptly or forcefully. Let them wake naturally. Third, if you need to move them, speak softly first, then gently stroke them before carefully lifting. And finally, create a consistent bedtime routine. Cats love predictability. Going to bed at the same time each night reassures your cat that this is a safe, regular pattern. The payoff is enormous. A cat who deeply trusts you is more affectionate, less stressed, more playful, and will form an unbreakable bond that lasts a lifetime. Reason number 4 might make you laugh, but it's completely serious. From your cat's perspective, when your cat sleeps with you, they're marking you as their territory. Yep, you heard that right. You don't own your cat. Your cat owns you. Here's how it works. Cats have scent glands located on their face, specifically around their cheeks, chin, and forehead. They also have glands on their paws and flanks. When your cat rubs against you, or needs your blankets, or simply curls up on your pillow, they're depositing pheromones, chemical signals, that essentially say, this human is mine. Paws off other cats. A fascinating study from the University of Vienna analyzed the scent marking behavior of domestic cats. Researchers found that cats spend significantly more time scent marking their owners during sleep hours than during the day. Why? Because sleep is when you're stationary, giving your cat ample opportunity to thoroughly claim you. But it's not just about keeping other cats away. It's also about creating a familiar, comforting environment. Cats are creatures of routine and familiarity. By surrounding themselves with their own scent, mixed with yours, they create a scent blanket of security. Drive. Sarah Ellis, head of cat advocacy at International Cat Care, explains that this behavior is called alarming in scientific terms, and it serves to create a colony scent in multi-cat households, or a family scent in human-cat relationships. When your cat sleeps with you, They're not just seeking comfort, they're actively integrating you into their social group. In cat society, sleeping together is reserved for family members and trusted allies, so your cat sleeping with you is their way of saying, "You're part of my clan, we're family." Here's where it gets even cuter. If you have multiple cats, you might notice that the cat who sleeps closest to you is often the one who considers themselves the head of the household. It's a subtle power move, but in the complex social structure of multi-cat homes, sleeping position matters. What should you do with this information? First, feel honored. Being claimed by a cat is a privilege. Second, allow your cat to scent mark you freely. Don't wash your hands immediately after your cat rubs their face on your fingers. Let that scent linger for a bit. It reassures your cat. Third, if you have multiple cats, rotate sleeping positions occasionally to prevent jealousy and conflict. And lastly, understand that when you travel or come home smelling different, your cat might seem distant or need to remark you. It's not rejection, it's just them reclaiming what's rightfully theirs. You. The benefit? A cat who feels secure in their ownership of you is a confident, relaxed cat, and honestly, being owned by a cat is one of life's greatest joys. And now, the fifth reason, the one that will absolutely melt your heart. When your cat sleeps with you, they're reliving their kittenhood, and you are their mother. Let me take you back to the first weeks of a kitten's life. Kittens are born blind, deaf, and completely helpless. Their survival depends entirely on their mother. For warmth, they snuggle against her body. For safety, they stay within her reach. For comfort, they purr and knead her belly. This early bonding experience creates a neural pathway in their brain, a deep association between physical closeness with a trusted figure and feelings of safety and love. Here's the amazing part. Even adult cats, even tough, independent cats, retain this kitten instinct. Research from the University of Tokyo showed that adult cats display neotenic behaviors around their owners, meaning they act like kittens. Behaviors include kneading, making biscuits, purring while being petted, slow blinks, kitty kisses, and yes, sleeping curled up against their owner. When your cat sleeps with you, especially if they're purring, kneading, or making biscuits, they're regressing to that safe, warm, loving place where mom took care of everything. And you, wonderful you, have become their surrogate parent. Drive. Dennis Turner, a leading expert on human-animal bonds, found that cats who were separated from their mothers too early are actually more likely to seek co-sleeping with their human owners. They're trying to fill that maternal void. But even cats who had a full kittenhood do this because the bond you formed with your cat has activated those same deep-seated neural pathways of trust and love. What does this mean practically? First, when your cat needs you while sleeping, even if their claws hurt, try to be patient. They're expressing pure, unfiltered love. Consider using a thick blanket as a barrier. Second, if your cat seems to nurse on your blanket or clothing while sleeping, this is also a kitten behavior. It's called wool sucking, and it's completely harmless. Just another sign they see you as a parental figure. Third, gentle petting or stroking your cat while they sleep mimics the licking and grooming a mother cat provides. This can deepen your bond even further. And finally, if your cat chooses to sleep specifically against your chest or near your face, they're seeking the warmth and the sound of your heartbeat and breathing, just like a kitten would with their mother. The emotional reward here is immeasurable. You're not just a cat owner, you're a source of unconditional love, safety, and comfort. Your family, and every night your cat chooses to sleep with you, they're saying, "I love you, Mom. I love you, Dad. Thank you for taking care of me." So there you have it. 5 deeply meaningful reasons why your cat sleeps with you. Protection, warmth, trust, territory, and kitten bonding. Each one reveals just how much your cat values and loves you. Tonight, when your cat curls up beside you, you'll see it differently. You'll understand the profound trust, the ancient instincts, and the pure, simple love behind that choice. If this video opened your eyes to your cat's secret language, hit that like button, subscribe to Pettender for more pet psychology insights, and drop a comment below telling us, where does your cat like to sleep with you? On your chest? Your pillow? Your feet? We'd love to hear your stories. Thanks for watching, and remember, your cat chose you, and that's pretty special. See you in the next video.